This time on Ghost Dragon Plays. You subscribe to support our content.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. We're back with more Nine Kings. We either have total defense or nowhere land. So no merchants, decrees, blessings, or diplomacy events. You fight only against the King of Nothing. Yeah, let's try that. In the middle of the mountains, the year 633. These are your enemies. All right. Put the mob in front of him. And we'll buff them now. And later on, we'll focus on the mob. Get raptors. Maybe put a camp there? I mean, it'll buff the mob. Okay, we'll get a farm. Alright, and that'll start buffing what we can do. Maybe get 3 mobs. Alright, we can get 2 mobs. So that's 3, 3, 6. 6 on the new one. 12, 18. Yeah. Alright, so it would be more. I think 2 is the optimal number. I do believe. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the warlord. Put him down. That'll also buff their numbers. There we go. Get a wild card, and we'll level up the farm. Let's see. Let's get some swords. I think now we'll buff the mob. Ooh. Yeah, we're still winning. You know what? We don't have a need for the money unless it's for this, so we'll go ahead and we'll just re-roll. There's no stores, no nothing, so it's all up to us and how well we use the money. How many raptors do we have? Or warlords? Okay, we'll get one more warlord. There we go. Get him. Alright, looks like we are getting them. I would say now all we need is some shield cards. If I can get some shield cards for the mob, because their HP is only 13, so it's very low. But if we were to get some shields, toss them on them. Hey, see? There we go. Basically almost doubled their HP. Oh my. Killed about half our units so far. Maybe we should give the shields to these two and the swords to the warlords. Maybe they need the damage. Alright, there we go. We got both of them fully leveled. You get like 18 units. Once we get the steel coats, I think we're in a good place. Look at that little camp. It's helping out. The mob has somewhere to sleep at night. Although I don't know if they can sleep in just those two little tiny tents. 45, 45, 44. Let's get swords on... Actually, let's get raptors in the middle. That'll help out with where they're at. And it gives a couple of them, too. Ooh, maybe I should have gone damage. No, maybe not. I think we're getting this one. So now we can take the level ups. Oh, you know what? Take that. I have a plan. There just happens to be another place where we can get 2 more people. As long as we get one of these, and we'll get 3, and that'll be 6 on these and 3 raptors. And the raptor... wait, no. I'm thinking of boars. I think boars is 1% for whatever it is. Raptors. Sums its stats with rider and pierces through the front lines. Oh, okay. Give the 5 damage to you. That's almost a 1/4 of your damage. Oh. There comes the Jack of Rainbows. We can get Gigantify. Throw it on one of the mobs. Be 50 HP. Which isn't a whole lot, but randomify. Plot becomes any other card of the same type, doubling its current stats. Any other card of the same type. That seems like a really interesting thing for like a specific build, maybe, but yeah, we'll give Gigantify to these guys. Help out with the HP a little bit. Maybe we can get... Oh, no. No, we cannot. I was going to say maybe we can get a Spire, but that's not possible. And they have almost 60 HP. Even with all that HP, we lose them. We lose quite a lot of them. Although maybe we're losing... No, we lose about the same amount. 84, 85. Farm. Now you get an extra 2, which means we get an extra 4 mobs. I think this is the strat to go for. I don't know another... I mean, I guess you could try and make like a migration thing where you move around a lot, but I think this is the best way to go about it. Because you get so many units. And then you can just buff them with the King of Nomads. Wait, who am I? Who am I? Let's see. Farm. Max level. And then we get to attack your back range. No, we still have about half our units. Take some shields. Buff the raptors. Is that all of my giant ones left? Let's put a steel coat on them. That'll block 134 shots. On, you know, so we have 134 soldiers. Hey, that's not bad. We only lost 100 some. There we go. Also interesting, looks like there's been an update to change the endless mode, which is why we got that earlier rainbow card. So it looks like now you can do like a new endless mode. They've extended the endless mode, so probably do something like that later on. Try out that mode. And King seems to be adding a good amount of content. Let's see, what do we want? Very interesting. I like how they're really putting the work into it. Darn, we could have gotten a farm here. If I was paying attention. Swords. Actually, now there's more. I was gonna say there's gonna be more mobs than warlords, because these are getting the ones from the raptors and the mob or the warlords. The warlords only get it from themselves. More shields. Boom. Well, they're almost at 100. Oh, also when I was reading the news on the updates, I mentioned 33 was the year, and I started noticing, yeah, it is 33. That's the amount. What can we get? Osmosis. That's not a very substantial bonus. Sure. We'll just make a bunch of them over here. Although now the farm might not hit this warlord anymore as much, but that's okay, because I think we're past the point where, well, I say that we lost half our units. So you know what? Maybe we're not out of the woods yet. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna try and give as many steel coats to all of our guys. Make sure they all have it. Oh, we could have also gotten another farm right here. That's okay. If we run into it, we run into it, but it's no biggie. Frost. I didn't realize Frost also slows their attack speed by, you know. So 40% attack speed slow. That's pretty good. Although I don't know if it adds up like that, because if you just get like 5 of them, you wouldn't be able to attack anymore. So there's got to be like diminishing returns, I'm assuming, on it. A farm. We'll get like 1 year with it maybe going at full. So we'll get the next year, it'll go to 2. Do I want shields or do I want raptors? We can get 1 more level in the raptors. So wild card. We never used that migration, I just realized. Not a single time. We were too busy. Instead of like, ironically, we were doing the opposite of the nomads. We were doing agriculture. We started a farm. Instead of going places, we stayed still. Maybe that was the true lesson all along. Steel coat. This one doesn't have it, right? Nope. Then you shall. I like our little battle lines. You get the raptors in the middle, the mob in the front, and the archers in the back. So their 200 units took out like 300 of our units. Let's get the shields, because we wanted more HP. Boom. Boom. All right. Here it goes. Here we go. See it in slow motion so we can really see what's going on here. First waves come in. Looks like our raptors are fighting the archers. Speed it up a little bit. Ooh, no. We can't break their front line. And we're losing numbers. we're going to start seeing them disappear, or will this King of Nomads soon disappear? Luckily, we're getting a bunch of stats up, so eventually they're just going to keep doing more and more and more and more damage. We're down to 500. So they're down to 170 some. Oh, is the front line gone? The front line is gone. And with that, the champion of nothing has been destroyed. Now we move on to the king of nothing's remaining forces. And they've been destroyed as well. Look at that. And with that, another quest done. Another episode completed. Thank you all for sticking around and watching. If you liked what you were seeing, you want to see more, stay tuned for next time. But until that time, see everybody. See ya.